Hey, how's it going? Your flooring rep here. In this video, I will teach you how to create an interactive digital flooring palette on an iPad. We will be using Microsoft PowerPoint and Microsoft Word to create this. The goal that we are trying to achieve is to curate a beautiful palette with nice crisp imagery while still keeping the file size down to be able to email it to your customers. With that being said, let's get started. Okay, first we want to open up PowerPoint. Select blank presentation. Let's clean up this canvas by taking off these text boxes. Next we'll go to design, slide size. Select standard. Okay, now that we have our canvas ready, we are ready to pull in some product. So we're going to go to Mohawk Group website, mohawkgroup.com, and we are going for an orange palette. A great way to do this is to go to products. We're going to start off with a carpet tile, and Mohawk Group website has a nice little feature here with all these different filters you can choose from. So we're going to select the orange filter, and it will pull up all of the orange colors or orange accent products within the collections. Let's go to central point tile. Okay, it looks like flame, which has the orange accent, is already selected. So then we're going to scroll down to download specs and renderings, and then we're going to download the color swatch. It's going to pull up a separate screen. We're going to need to wait for it to load completely. Okay, then we hold down on the image, copy, go back to PowerPoint, paste. We will resize this to about right there. Okay. Now let's go pull another product. Now, the reason I like to use a 24 by 24 tile is because it's easier to scale other products around it. So let's go pull another product here. Let's go with macro bloom tile, which is a 12 by 36. The orange C is already selected, so we're going to go down to download specs and renderings, color swatch. Wait for it to load. Alright, hold down, copy, paste. I'll pinch and zoom out just to get it to scale here. Okay, so being that this tile is 24 by 24 and the plank is 12 by 36, we want to get half of the 24 by 24 tile to get this plank to scale. So you kind of wait, as you kind of scroll, you can see that there's a red line that's going through the image. That means we're half of the tile, so that is to scale. Okay, now that I've shown you how to bring product in, at this point, this is where we make it your own. You bring your products in and kind of manipulate the imagery to make it all fit together. While you're doing this, you're going to need to understand that these products are going to overlap each other, and you'll sometimes need to use the forward and backward tools to manipulate the imagery. So for example, if I wanted to bring this 24 by 24 tile forward, I would go up here, select forward, and bring forward. Now if you were to do bring to front, that would bypass all the other products and bring it all the way to the front. So it's a really good tool to know and to have. Also, as you're bringing these products in, it's good practice to add your drop shadow. So we select a product and we go to shadow, and they have all these preset shadows. I like to use the upper left one. And what that's going to do is going to create depth. And you kind of see it here with the product selected here. This really makes it come to life in a way. It almost looks real that they're overlapping each other, laying on top of each other. Okay, once you bring all of your products in and you create your palette the way you see fit, it might look something like this. Now, the next step is to reduce file size. Now, for example, this here, if I go back, go to Properties, this PowerPoint that we just made is around 34 megabytes, which is way too big to send to your customer via email. So in order to reduce the file size, we're basically just going to take a snapshot of what we created. The best way to do so is to go to Slideshow, Start, and then we take a screenshot. Click the screenshot, you select Done, and then Save to Photos. Now we're done with PowerPoint. Now we're going to open up Word. Blank document. Okay, now we need to adjust the canvas. Go to Layout, Margins, Custom Margins. We need to zero all of these out. Okay, then we go to Orientation, Landscape, Size. I go with the A3, View, One Page. Okay, now we're ready to insert our screenshot. So go to Insert, Picture, select the photo, and then we need to go to Wrap Text. So this allows it to be moved around and adjusted more freely. You go to In Front of Text, select that, and then it allows us to move the image around a little bit better. So what we'll do is we need to come up to a corner and then extend the image size so that it fills the entire canvas. And once we do that, we'll readjust so that all of the products are in the image, like so. Okay, now we're ready to add hyperlinks. In order to do so, we need to put shapes over top of the images. So we'll go to Insert, Shapes, and we're going to use this square shape to basically fill the product image, or to overlay the product image with a shape, so that way we can attach the hyperlink. So you just kind of, change the size of these shapes to fit within the background, within the background image of the product you're trying to overlay. And we're going to do this stripe tile here. So we have that shape made, then we're going to have to insert another one. So we go Insert, Square, and come over, come down to the end. There we go. Insert another one. right there. So once we get the shape made, now we can attach hyperlinks. So we click on the shape, and then we come over to Insert, and the hyperlink here, the earth with the link emblem, click that, and now we gotta go get our hyperlink. Central point, tile. And it's important that the colorway is selected because the web address actually changes depending on which colorway you select. So we'll go copy, go back to paste. And we're going to do that for the other shapes. And once we have the link copied, it's a little bit easier here. Just paste. Okay, let's do the microbloom plank here, the carpet plank right here. We'll go Insert, Shape, bring the shape over here. Insert, Shape. Insert, Shape. Go to the website. Macro bloom. Okay, so this is going to take a little bit. I will show you once I get this completed. Next step. Okay, I just have one more shape to overlay here. So we go Insert, Shape, Square, bring it over. And it is best practice to add hyperlinks as you overlay the product images. It's easier that way. I'll go back to the website. Tuto. And another thing that is kind of best practice would be to collect all of your product data, like the web addresses or the product names of each product as you bring it in, and keep it in one space so that you're not having to keep on going back to the website and finding each product. I'm doing that now just to show an example, but I would normally just kind of collect it into one space. So select the shape, we go to Insert, Hyperlink, Paste. Done. Okay, now that you have put the shapes and the hyperlinks over top of the imagery, it's now time to select each of your shapes and go to the color fill, no fill. Same with the outline, no fill. And this is basically going to allow you to see the imagery come through the shapes, but still maintain the hyperlinks. And this will be another tedious thing you have to do, but once you get the hang of it, it'll go quickly. I'll show you after I'm done what this will look like. Okay, I have my last shape that I need to no fill and then no outline. Okay, we are done with this palette and we're ready to save. So then we go to export PDF and I'm going to call it can't spell orange palette. Export. Okay, so I already saved it, so replace. And we are done. Your interactive digital flooring palette is complete. Congratulations. I know it was tedious. You know, there's a lot of repetitive motion here, just adding imagery and putting the shapes over with the hyperlinks. It can be tedious. It can be time consuming. But once you're finished, here's the final look at it. We have some crisp imagery. I mean, you can see the details and the texture of the product, and the hyperlinks work. Great tool for your customers to curate a portfolio of products around the projects that they're working on. I've had great feedback. They absolutely love this, and I will be continuing to do this more. And the good thing is once you create, you know, one color palette, it is good to go for other projects that other customers have in mind. So please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. Also, I would love to hear any success stories that you guys have with creating these palettes. I hope this helps. Your flooring rep out.